Let's look at AR verbs 26 through 30. AR verbs 26 through 30. As I'm sure you'll notice right away, all 5 of these verbs start with EN. They all end in AR, and they're all very similar. So be careful on these. Let's go through them. Enseñar is to teach is enseñar. Enseñar is to teach is enseñar. Ensayar is to rehearse is ensayar. Ensayar is to rehearse is ensayar. Entrar is to enter is entrar. Entrar is to enter is entrar. Enviar is to mail is to send. Enviar is to mail is to send. Entregar is to turn is entregar. Entregar is to turn is entregar. Entregar can also mean to hand in. Now, how are we going to remember that enseñar is to teach? Well, here's a kind of a chant for you. You've got to be insane to teach is enseñar. You've got to be insane to teach is enseñar. Now, why do you have to be insane? Well, typically you're outnumbered 20 or 30 to 1. I mean, if you tell your class, we're going to do a quiz today or do activity, and they say, no, we're not, what are you going to do? So you got to be nuts to be outnumbered 30 to 1, okay? Not really, but give your teachers a big yay. Yay. Now, ensayar is to rehearse. It looks a lot like to teach, but notice the S-A-Y. If you are in a play and you have a rehearsal, your director wants you to say your lines. Again, if you're in a play and you have a rehearsal, your director wants you to say your lines. So, ensayar is to rehearse is ensayar. Number 28, entrar, to enter, is real easy. It's almost exactly the same. You won't get that one confused with anything. Just entrar is to enter. Now, how are we going to remember that enviar means to mail or to send? Well, when somebody gets married, they have to send out wedding invitations, okay? And I don't envy somebody who has to send out hundreds of wedding invitations because you have to lick the stamp, you have to lick the envelope, and after about 120 invites, your tongue starts sticking to the roof of your mouth. I speak from experience here. So I don't envy someone who has to mail a lot of wedding invitations, and I don't envy somebody who has to send out a lot of wedding invitations. So enviar is to mail or to send off. Now, entregar is to turn is entregar. Some teachers, like my math teacher in high school, when we would enter the room, he would want us to put the homework in a tray as we came into the room. So as we entered the room, he wanted us to put the homework in the tray. He wanted us to turn in the homework as we entered the room. So, entregar is to turn is entregar. You got that, right? You enter the room and you put the homework in a tray. All right, that is our list, AR verbs 26 through 30. Here we have 2 more NSYNC bobbleheads. They were from Best Buy. It's Justin Timberlake and Joey. They came with trading cards and heads that bobbled, hence the name bobbleheads.